Alrighty guys, I got woke up, can't sleep, so I figured I'd come out here and give you an update. There's test cut vids of the Poland Wild thing. It's going to be coming out in a day or so. I sent a lot of footage to my buddy and he's editing it up. I'm not sure how much of what's going to be in there, but there's going to be some footage of the ups and downs that I went through on this thing. I'll also show you guys what I do to flush the nitro out for storage when you're done with it, because you can't let it sit in there. I ended up breaking this top so old and brittle that I ended up where I Swiss cheesed it for extra airflow in there. It ended up breaking, so, and I needed more room for this backer pump. Well, I guess it's actually the main auxiliary fuel pump for the thing now, but I needed more room, so I just cut it out. It still don't look that bad. I'm pretty happy with the, overall. I got different fuel coming because this stuff has a ton of oil in it. I got some 30% nitro coming with 9% oil. We'll do some testing and see if it runs any better. I was getting more RPM out of the saw on gasoline than I was the nitro, but I think it has to do with that oil content. But I'm getting the torque it's got right now is crazy compared to what it was on gas. I've got way more torque, and we'll see how it behaves on the less oil fuels, and if the RPM doesn't come up, I might have to revisit the port work on it and try to get it to come up higher in the RPM, bleed off some of that torque. But another option I was running through too is maybe just gearing up more on the sprocket and living with use the brute torque for my advantage, and just spin the chain faster and bleed off torque that way. But I'm still calling it a success, but it was a very rocky road to get there. The amount of hours I have into this saw is, let's just put it this way, I'm glad I didn't keep track, because I'd probably be mortified, because I've got, if you added them all together, there's days and days and days and days. I've killed cylinders, had to get different cylinders and re-weld on different reed blocks. It's went from 2-pedal reed to 4-pedal reed, multitude of different carburetors, different intake setups, different fuel setups. I mean, this thing's crazy, the amount of fuel it drinks. I don't know, about a minute or so is all you get to run it on a tank of fuel. So she really consumes the fuel. But so there will be an upcoming test cut vid on that. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Kind of bummed out here. I've had this pair of I don't know what you want to call it, hemostats. I've had these for like 20 years, and that was my favorite pair. Yeah, it broke. I have another pair that's the same shape, but it just doesn't feel the same. Kind of bummed out when you've used a tool for in your hands for over 20 years. It's heart crushing when it breaks and the replacement just don't feel the same. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. Let's talk about some other projects. This thing's running like a top. I keep getting people wanting to know why I didn't stick it out the other way. If that pipe was sticking out the other way, it'd be a real pain in the butt to lay that thing on its side and fuel it up. It's really not that bad. This thing's not a long bar saw. It's a concept saw that is going to be used here and there, like get-togethers and stuff, where the log is so high up off the ground, you do your 3 cuts, shut it off, and go shoot the bull with the guys while your saw is cooling down. but it's running really good. I'm very, very happy with how that turned out. It seems to, other than the major high compression, it seems to start pretty easy. Seems to run flawlessly. The idle could be bumped up a little bit, but I'm gonna wait until the rings break in and see where she ends up there. So very, very happy with that. I still got to get to them too, but I've got other builds I gotta crank out, get them done, and then I want to get started on my Sawfest builds. This is a buddy saw. I'm helping him out. He ported it. I'm not gonna name names. I don't know if he wants to be named or not, but and his, you know, this happens to every builder sooner or later. It doesn't matter. Sooner or later, you build something that you're just not happy with. I build stuff all the time I'm not happy with, but this one, you know, get a flashlight here. Plating's gone off the cylinder now. At least it looks like it to me. It doesn't feel like transfer. It feels like the plating's actually gone. Piston on both sides has got some damage, and you can see what looks like some of the plating's actually stuck to the piston. But he's a good friend of mine, awesome dude. I'm not gonna name him. I mean, he can be named if he wants to be. If not, I ordered another cylinder, and I'm gonna be porting this, and hopefully he'll like what I do to it. I hope it turns out. You know, I do know this. He stealthed this one out. She's all black, other than a few. This didn't take dye very well, but other than a few orange pieces, this thing's all blacked out, and it looks totally gnarly. This thing's gonna be a sweet saw. So I did order this. I'm gonna have to I'll probably box this up tonight after I'm done making this vid for you guys, and then waiting on the cylinder to come in. But I'm gonna do the build I'm gonna do on this is it'll probably be a combination of like what I did for my buddy's John saw, which that one was running that Panther kit. I don't know if you guys are curious how that one runs. That thing was an absolute beast. And it'll probably be a combination of that build and my other 2511P that's rear handle like this. I'll probably blend them two builds together and see what we get out of this, and hopefully I can get it where it's usable and he'll be happy with it, because these things absolutely are just an awesome saw. I've actually been contemplating about buying another one. They punch so far above their weight class after they're ported for 25 cc's. They're just a hoot and a half to play with. But let's see, I'm trying to think what else. I think that's about all I wanted to cover on. So in a day or so, whenever my buddy gets done editing that video for me, hopefully you'll see the test cuts. And we're not done with that wild thing yet. We'll get there. I still got a 021 that I gotta do yet. Got to get a little bit more run time on this guy. I did move my calipers here. I did get me a new toy for the lathe. I got me this live center with all different kinds of switchable tips and stuff. Might be getting another lathe if the deal goes through. I'm really hoping it does. If I get that one, that will probably be my new piston and cylinder turning lathe. And then I'll pick up a 4-jaw chuck for this one, and then I'll turn this lathe into my combustion chamber cutter. And so hopefully it'll go through if the deal goes through. If it don't, it don't. I'm not too terribly worried about it either way, because I've been limping along just fine with this one. But it would be nice to up my game on combustion chamber work instead of how I do it now. So I don't know where I'll put the lathe. I'll probably end up cleaning out a spot and put it behind the press and grinder here, and I don't use my tire machine much anymore, so, but I don't want to get rid of it because when I need it, it's a lifesaver. But so yeah, I'll probably put the lathe behind here. I think it's about 5.5 feet long. I should have enough room back there to put it. I don't use that area much. It just collects stuff. So the tripod that was donated to the channel is working good. Been making videos on that. Oh, let's see. I was thinking about getting this out. I don't like the piston I put in that. It's got a Red Barn piston. I'm just never really been happy with it. But this 590 runs pretty darn good. I was thinking about getting that out and making another vid. Maybe actually do a vid of popping it off, re-looking at old port work. And I was debating on throwing the stock 590 piston back in it. But I also have a twin ring 620 piston with rings floating around here somewhere that maybe I'll throw a 620 piston setup in it. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up. And then I don't want my other saws out in the truck, but this 620 I was thinking about revisiting. This one is at 105 on the roof with 20 cut off the base, and don't remember what else I did. It was real mellow port work. I was thinking about revisiting this one because this still has a muffler. I was thinking about revisiting this one and seeing if I could possibly get this thing to run anywhere close to that one that put out 7.3 horse. I can't run that 7.3 horse one for Sawfest. It does not, with that homemade muffler, they won't allow it. It has to be original muffler, and I don't have another 620 muffler. So, but this one's got a muffler on it. Because I've got, how many of these 620s do I got now? I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 620s, and this one's got the least amount of port work done to it. This one's still bone stock with just a mild muffler mod, but I refused to port this one. That was the very first one I ever bought. That's the one that started me into getting into the 620s, and it's still rocking the original 27-inch bar it came with. Looks like I've got a, that's where that chain went. I got a good chain on that one, but that one I'm not gonna port. I don't think I'll ever port that one. That one's almost like my test mule, so like when I do modify one, I can go back, play with it, and flip and flop. So, but I think I'm gonna go into this. We got that 670 that I want to build too, that I got to split the cases on and stuff. And then I do got parts ordered for that. I did find a piston. It's coming all the way from Germany. I got a flat top piston coming for that, guys. It was pricey, but I got one coming. So there will be more. The solo saga will continue on that. So, yep. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to, if I can fit it in. I got the 660 parts right here. The 660 I gotta go back in and revisit. I'm just not happy with it. So, yep. So I've blabbered on here enough. It's already been 14 minutes of me talking. So sorry for the crappy video, guys, but a better video will be coming out in a day or so, hopefully. And yeah, so we'll just I'll just try to keep on making content for you guys. So you enjoy your night, take it easy, and have a good one.